What's going on, overemployed ambitious go-getters? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be discussing the 20 rules for being overemployed without getting caught. So this is the new updated list for 2026 and the 20 rules you should live by. And I'm going to go over and skip the obvious stuff like freezing your work number or using a mouse jiggler, right? Because you guys already know that. And if you guys don't know that, go watch some of my previous videos. So for over 5 years, I've been working multiple remote jobs, and yes, I even got caught once when someone overheard my other meeting. So yeah, I don't want you guys to make the same mistakes that I've made. So here are the 20 rules to help you stay under the radar and double your paychecks. Rule number 1. Use separate devices for each job. Very obvious, I know, but most people don't do this and it just drives me insane. So yeah, no sharing computers or KVM switch tricks. One job, one laptop. Your desk might look crazy like a command center, but at least you won't accidentally share the wrong screen or send a Slack message to the wrong company. So keep that in mind. Use separate devices for each job. Rule number 2. Use separate phones. In the first case, you shouldn't even have a phone at your company if it's optional, but if you absolutely need a phone, I don't recommend it. But don't juggle multiple work accounts on one phone, right? Get a second phone or even a phone number for job 2 so you never answer the wrong call or text the wrong boss. Simple. Rule number 3, never double book meetings. So again, you guys don't know how many times I actually hear this in like one-on-one chats I have. If 2 meetings conflict, fix it. No matter how stressful that gets. Fix it, fix it, fix it. Reschedule a one or just call in sick. Say someone you're expecting a package or literally anything that comes to mind. Like you have a doctor's note, book an appointment for something. Don't have 2 meetings at the same time. Trying to be in 2 Zoom meetings or 2 Microsoft meetings at once is exactly how I got caught. So that's why I'm so verbal on this stuff, right? Don't repeat my mistake. Rule number 4. So this is one you guys probably never heard before, but set Google alerts for your name. So you'll know if a company accidentally exposes you, like let's say they add you to a public team page or a document, or if someone makes a LinkedIn post about you. Set Google alerts for your name. So I once spotted my name on a vendor contract, and imagine if my other boss saw that, right? So kind of self-explanatory. Yeah, so set Google alerts for your name. Yeah, rule number 5, label your devices as kiddish this sounds. Put a sticker or label on each laptop on job 1, job 2, so you always know which is which. The reason why this might sound kiddish to you is because you're so used to working one job or maybe even 2. But when it gets to a point where you're working multiple jobs, let's say 4 remote jobs, it gets kind of confusing. Like which laptop is for which, sometimes you're kind of wondering, right? So this is going to prevent you from emailing from the wrong account or typing into the wrong chat window. So yeah, before we get into rule number 6, you don't have to do this alone. Join my guild. Overemployment can be a lonely journey, right? And I've built a community to change that. So it's a private group on School, an Overemployed guild, where we share tips, hold each other accountable, and push each other to succeed. But only join if you're actually serious about putting in the work. I only want truly driven killers in the guild. If that's you, come on in. I'm there every single day with advice, resume reviews, and motivation to drive you to the next level. If you guys want a one-on-one chat with me, message me on School or book a time slot in the Calendly link below. Anyways, back to rule number 6. Alright, rule number 6, say our company, no names. So in conversation, talk about our team or my department instead of actually saying the company names. It feels kind of odd at first, right? But it stops you from blurting out the wrong company name in a meeting. And just imagine how awkward would that be if you're in a meeting with, let's say, 20 people and you accidentally say the wrong company name, right? So avoid that. Rule number 7, change or mute notification sounds. If job 1 uses Slack and job 2 uses Teams, give them different alert tones or mute them completely. You don't want a coworker saying, "Hey, was that a Teams ping?" when your company doesn't even use Teams. Play it safe and keep notifications quiet. One thing I learned in this whole corporate environment is it's a dog-eat-dog world. No one really cares about you. They want to get promoted. They want the most money for themselves. And if they have to throw you under the bus to get themselves promoted, they'll do it. So I know it sounds kind of petty. Like, who would even care if they hear a Teams ping? Like, no one would mention that. Trust me, like, they would. Rule number 8, divide and conquer your schedule. Block specific hours for each job. Example, mornings for J1 and afternoons for J2, and stick to it. Mark yourself busy on the other's job calendar during those blocks. Do a weekly calendar scan. I personally do Sunday nights to catch any sneaky overlaps before they happen. So this, in my opinion, is one of the most important rules you can kind of live by, because not only does this help you get the work done for each job properly, but you also kind of monitor and scan if there's any overlapping meetings and just things like that. This makes your life so much easier. So just follow that. Rule number 9, leave buffer time between calls. Schedule at least a 15-minute gap between a meeting for job 1 and the next meeting for job 2. So this is going to give you the time to kind of switch devices and context. So no more sweating as one meeting runs longer while the other is about to start. This happened multiple times for me, and this is kind of what I followed. And if this is unavoidable, I mean, you could take the risk, but I would, again, like, get a doctor's note or just call in sick, or just even say your Wi-Fi router went out, right? Anything to kind of avoid these situations. Rule number 10, keep a list of excuses handy. Eventually, you'll need to bail on a meeting, and it's gonna happen, I'm sorry, whether or not you like it or not. So have a go-to cover story always ready. So again, I already said this 100 times, but doctor's appointment, power outage, Wi-Fi issues. Don't overuse any single excuse. A quick, confident one-liner is far better than a panic scramble, right? Quick, just be confident. Rule number 11, avoid work apps on personal devices. Okay, like, come on now. This is so obvious, right? Don't install job one's email or Slack on your personal phone or laptop, and vice versa. If they insist, ask for a dedicated work phone. Company IT can sometimes detect other profiles or apps on a device, and you don't really want them finding evidence of another employer. Little things like this could add up. So yeah, I know it sounds so simple, but just go ahead and make that change. Rule number 12, use an avatar instead of your photo. So I know you guys are good-looking individuals, right? So you guys are like, I'm looking kind of good in this picture. So you guys are going to upload a headshot of you so other people can see it. And you kind of want to show off like that, right? But come on, use an avatar instead of your photo. On Slack, Teams, etc., use a generic avatar or a pet photo. Plenty of folks do this. Rather than your real headshot. It keeps you a bit more anonymous and makes it harder for people at one job to recognize you at the other. Very self-explanatory. I won't really go into this at all, but there's like no reason to add a picture of you for your company, right? Rule number 13, use different personal emails. If both jobs use the same HR portal or payroll service, never use the same email for both. It could link your accounts. Use separate personal emails for each job's HR, payroll, and benefits portals to keep everything anonymous, like perfect and steady. That's what we want to do. Rule number 14, don't ever reveal your current job when job hunting. When you're applying for, let's say, job 2 or job 3, don't mention job 1, like, pretty obvious, right? So on your resume and LinkedIn, list either a past job or something like freelance consultant as your current position. This way, the new company won't really surprise call your current boss, and nothing weird will kind of show up in your whole background check. Rule number 15. So there's a couple of ways you can kind of approach this. It's about LinkedIn. So make a burner LinkedIn, or kind of make your LinkedIn private, right? So let's get into this a little bit. So making a burner LinkedIn, if you have a LinkedIn profile, but keep it sparse and maybe under a slightly different name. You don't want any photo, you want minimal details if you're making a burner account. So for example, use a nickname and list a generic role like consultant at blah, blah, blah. This gives you a presence without revealing your multi-job status. But if you have to keep your LinkedIn active, I assume that the people that are already in your circle, the connections you have, are people that probably don't work at your company and they're already established. So for anyone that gives you a connection request in the future, do not accept it, and make all your past experiences anonymous and not viewable to anyone other than the people that are your connections. And you can even block that to your connections as well if you want to be very safe. But the way I do this thing is I just kind of hibernate my LinkedIn all in all, because I don't really need LinkedIn if I'm working multiple jobs, right? Rule number 16, beware of shared vendors or tools. Check if your two companies use any of the same third-party services. So IT support, accounting, you get the idea. If they do, someone could notice your name in both places. I mean, your name could be very generic and it won't really put a target on your back, but imagine having a very, very unique name, right? So that'll put a target on your back. Just be aware of overlaps so you stay extra cautious. Rule number 17, do not double dip on insurance. Holy moly, come on now, right? Choose one job's health insurance and decline the other. Having two health plans simultaneously can raise eyebrows, and it's usually really unnecessary. So for 401ks, contributing to both is fine. Just be mindful of the combined, let's say, IRS limit, and don't roll one into the other while you're actively at both jobs. Rule number 18, only list one job on official forms. So if you're applying for a mortgage or a loan, only disclose one job, whichever is more stable or pays more. Because banks will verify employment, right? So if you go into a bank, they're gonna check. They're like, where do you work? Wait, how are you working at job A and job B and job C and job D at the same time, right? You don't want them calling two HR departments and blowing your cover. So use one job for forms and keep the second income off the record. Rule number 19, have a hot mic cover story. If you accidentally unmute or someone hears an odd voice on your call, be ready with an explanation. Blame it on normal work for life lifestyle, right? Oh, sorry, my partner is on a call too. Or say it casually and immediately, so people kind of just shrug it off. Most of the time, people don't really like give a shit, so don't look into this too much and don't over-explain yourself either. Last but not least, don't let fear hold you back. Yes, juggling jobs has risks, but so does relying on one paycheck. Layoffs are random. Getting caught is preventable. And if one job ever finds out and lets you go, still have the other to keep you afloat. Be cautious, not paranoid, and take control of your career and income. So, yeah, these are the 20 rules that are not really out there, but it's something that I personally live by and stand by every single day when I'm overemployed. So again, if you guys want to join my school community, my guild, Overemployment, find the link in the description or the pinned comment below. Don't join if you're just gonna join in and kind of slack off. I want people that are actually dedicated into wanting to change their life, make a lot of money, and become overemployed. I'll help you guys with your resume. I'll hop on a call with you guys. We'll roast your resume. We'll make the best resume we can to make that bridge between you getting an interview. That's what we want. We want an interview. We don't care about getting the job yet. We want to start landing you interviews. And that's the easiest thing you can do, right? You can build a resume that gets you an interview. Number two, we can have one-on-one chats on kind of what your goals of becoming overemployed is, or where your downfalls are. Why are you not landing a remote job? Is this something that you lack education-wise, skill-wise? What is it? So just kind of things like this. I want a community where we can all band together and help each other out to make more money for each of us. It's a guild. The guild could be big, the guild could be small, but we all have to be close and kind of reach this goal together. That's all that matters at the end of the day, right? So anyways, hope you guys had fun and learned a lot with these 20 rules. I'll see you guys in the next video.